Alright, Roman turn 3. I will go to the rally and the Judean fire phase and come back to you. I must say, sitting here watching the Judeans shoot all their archers is pretty stressful. And they're rolling really good. This many died. That's how many died in the Judean fire phase. I mean, these are Forterati and Valetti, 2 cavalry and 1 legion. Survived here. He did disrupt these 2 legions with Titus by this missile fire here. So we got units have to get pulled out of line. Don't have a lot of legions left. Most of them are on duty. I'm going to have to push them in here. I got to get through the breach. I don't know how many can reach up there because it costs 3 to get through the breach. I do have a little access down here with these. Over here, this fire was pretty insignificant. Oh, we did kill the guy there. Went after this ram with these guys, missed it luckily, and then they went after this ram. They've been hammering the rams. And both those rolls were 3s, which were ineffective on the ram. So, luckily, nice. So, we will do the Judean fire phase. And then I'll move their units. I mean, not the I'm in the Roman turn. We will do the Roman fire phase now. And then the Roman movement. And we will come back and show you before we attack. Well, the missile fire produced 4 dead. Judean's still outnumbering me there. It's getting harder. Surrounded this again. Put everything up on the line I could. I occupied this even though I might destroy it because I plan on getting these down. Then I'll destroy that breach after. Put a lot of archers up here that I could. Same here. Advanced all my archers in I could. Got my disrupted units out as far as the breach and one's there. Everybody they got jacked up here. And then my leader that was on the tower, Pergius, came over. He's going to help rally them. Move these towers out of the way, set up all the archers I could to hit this, kind of leaving that go, and I'm going to keep pushing in this way, maybe get it surrounded, because in my fire phase I disrupted these 2 stacks, so just pushed everybody in I could. Got full stacks here again. I'm going to take this tower down still. Everything else advanced around this corner, because I got the breaches, brought in archers, moved the rams to this hex here. Want to destroy that hex. And got infantry ready to bust into there. Broke all my testudos that I could. All the testudos are broke. It's time to start pushing inside the walls. Advanced the 12th up as far as I could, everybody. Pulled the leader out. The rowdy unit has to move out. And the leader went there. Got to get him rallied back in the fight. Kind of shift the towers down. Anyways, it'll be the Romans melee. And I'll come back and show you what I have. Just a couple notes I'd like to point out. When I had my disrupted guys here, the Judeans were fresh right here and here. So they put zone of control in these hexes. I would not have been able to move my forces back because disrupted units cannot move into a zone of control. But luckily, I had disrupted these units. Actually, I might have had a path right down here, but zone of control is crucial in this game. We have to pay attention to it. For example, I might have messed one up right here. Let me see. Because I want to say there was nothing here. I can't occupy this hex. The only hex I can occupy is right here. So all these guys that were on the pushing would have to stay down here. I can't move into that zone of control. Once I come down and enter this zone of control, I have to stop. Now this attack, I want to get these guys off of this so I can ram it and destroy it. So let's hit the... I got a full cohort here, 18, and then I'm halved here. That's 21. That's 14 is 7. Is 29. And 3 more. I got 32 attacking 4. 32 attacking 4. And a 2. 32 attacking 8 to 1. So it's a +1. And cohort integrity at +2 to the dice. It's a 4. So I have 2 E's and a B. But so that takes care of that. I can advance into the hex. I think I'll move the cohort in the hex and put them an A multiple. Let's attack down the stairs with a 7. Let's do the archer. 7, 1 to 1. 6. Nice. And we have an elimination. Obviously we take off the militia. And since I rolled a 6, you recalculate odds. Remember, any 6 or any modification of 6, you attack the same hex again if it wasn't vacated. So you recalculate. I still have a 7. Now he has a 5. Still 1 to 1. 4. We have a back. Well, I can't move anywhere but the built up. Question is, do I want to advance? It'll put me right in the middle of his missile fire. Unless I advance with... See, I hate advancing with 2. I think I can because... Yes, because of Rule 11.2, at the end of the melee phase, if I'm on a tower next to an elevated vacant hex, I can move on to that hex at the end of the melee, so I can leave it vacant. So I now have a full 14, now hitting a 5. He's in a built-up. It's definitely 2 to 1. And I have to -1 off my dice. Let's do it. Shoot, it's a 1. And I get nothing on that roll. That's what I was afraid of. Now I just put him in harm's way. Anyways, let's continue with the A multiple attacker. 6. Add 1 cohort integrity. 3s. Now I got to get these guys off the wall. So we advanced the units off the damaged wall. That's what I wanted, so I can finish damaging that. So with this, let's hit this. Again, it's 9 cohort integrity. But now I have 14 is 23. 6 is 29, and 6 is 37. 37 on 10. It's 3 to 1. Add 1 to the dice. 4 becomes a 5. We have back and elimination. You can't move to a zone of control there or there. So you have to back up into an overstacked hex, which disrupts you. And now, because now you have to go to there. But that will allow... I have better power. A C multiple attack. I'm not going to bother to put the marker on because this is all I have. Now you have 10 in a built-up. And I have 18. And it'll be 2 to 1. Cohort integrity +1, but built-up hex -1. So it's even. 2 to 1. 5. We have 1 elimination. So the attack stops right there. We're done. We move to this one. Well, on this, we're going to start with this hex right here. Seems easy enough. And I do have a complete cohort at 18, and half of 13 is 7. So it's 25 on 2, which would be 10, 11 to 1, minus 1 off the dice. But since it's over by 4, it'd be a plus 3 with the minus 1. So plus 3, he's dead, and we have 3 eliminations. So 1 elimination is him, and then I'm allowed to advance an extra E. Now remember, no zone of control goes here if I wish to do that one, which I don't know if I do. I think I'd rather just go here. And you can advance into a zone of control, but not, let me make sure of that. Yes, so with the zone of control, since it's not being exerted here, he's allowed to move into it. So let's advance him 1 to there and put an A multiple attacker. The reason I didn't use the cohort, because only 2 can go from the cohort and then advance into that. So I'd be breaking up the cohort, and I don't want to do that yet. Let's start on this end. Let me continue with this. I believe I put the tower at a 6. Do I use this tower? Yes. So I have 6 and 6 is 12 on 4 on the wall. It's 3 to 1. And I'm attacking an elevated hex from a tower, minus 1. Is a 5. And we are eliminated. And I can advance onto the hex. And then I just have 1 here. I shifted all the towers over because I stopped going after him. 1 guy's pushing the guy riding on top. So it's just a 6 on the 4, so it's 1 to 1 on that one. 3 at 1 to 1, that doesn't do it. Plus I have to minus 1, so that stopped. Let's continue back to this one. Tell you what, we need this to hit here, so it is not a full cohort. I have 14. I have a 19. I have a 19 in the open, 2. So let's hit that. That is 9 to 1. So it's plus 2 on the dice. And it's a 5. 2 E's. So we are both eliminated. And I can advance into that hex with my cohort. And I did not use this stack. I'm going to go 3, 6, 9. Half a 9 is 5 on 6. So it's 1 to 2 on that one. And we missed. So that attacked. We have Amo. We haven't attacked with these 2 yet. Militia ain't worried about right now. Let's take this A multiple attack. See, when I advance, I'd have to move Titus. Are we in the open? Oh, we're in a built-up. It's a nice little spot to be. We need to kill some of these archers. See, the archers are on this side and here. It's the archers that are going to kill me next turn, not the militia. So let me try to hit this. I'll try to bring a man in here and maybe double up on these archers. Let's try it. I'm going to start with an A multiple attack. That means all normal regular attacks would be done. So let's do I have 14, 19, 8. I have 38 right here. Let's hit the 4 militia. It's 9 to 1, minus 1 built up, but plus 2 for being over that, so it's plus 1 of the dice. It's a 3. And we do have 2 E's. I can only move 2 into there. Let's go 1, 2. Let's put that in B multiple attacker. So now I have to attack with the A or it's lost. So let's take this and hit this militia right here. So it's 4. I have 13, 23, 36. 36 on 4 again. It is 9-1. Plus I have a leader. +1 and you're in built up, so that 9-1 gives me 2 more too because of being over that. So we're at 3s. That takes care of that. Advances this into there, and it becomes a B multiple attacker. So let's do that. I can't do anything about that, but I can get some good power on this if I B multiple attack with all of these. Let's do it. B multiple attack. So it's 4-1. B multiple attacker on that hex. He's in a built up. I have a commander, so no modifications. 5. We have a disruption and elimination. So 1 is dead. 1 is disrupted, which must retreat. And all these are stacked fully, so he's going to get routed. Let's go right through this one. Doesn't matter which way I go, I'm going to get routed. Okay. So I advanced him with a C multiple attacker. But before I hit with him, I want to hit with these two at a B multiple attacker. As soon as I use the B, as soon as I use a C, all B's would be done. So I have 13 and 6 is 19. We have 16 on their commander, 1-1. Built up +1. Commander another 1. So I have to -2 off this dice. I'm wondering if I should do that or should I just go around here. If I get lucky at 1-1 -2, I would need a 6. I'm going to try it because really, otherwise I'm just attacking some militia. I need to try it. -2, it failed. So the B multiple attacker is done. So I'm down to 1 multiple attack there on a C. So the built up hexes are definitely tougher. Well, I missed 3-1 on this by 4 points. But I can get a 2-1. The commanders cancel each other out. He has a built up. So it'd be -1 at 2-1. Or 1 archer there. Let me see what that. Yeah, or I go after this, bring up more troops, go after this, and get everybody surrounded there. So that's the route I'm going to go. 3-1, using these two on that. I got a commander, they have a built up, so it's whatever I get. And it's a 3. And we have 1 disruption. So all my attacks stopped. So the way the dice roll went, it's a good thing I hit this one. At least I disrupted a zealot, and he's free to just back up. Free of charge there. The problem that I don't like is I left all his archers still. Still has a good array of archers there. But nothing we can do about it. That's the end of that attack. Let's move on to this one. Half at a 2. 2 is 4. It's 4-2. And since I'm on the wall, he don't get a -1. It's 2-1. That missed. So let's hit the militia here. And you have a 2 doubled. Is 4. I have 14, 14, 28, 38, 42, 52, 56. At 4. So the odds on that are 13-1, so I get to add 6 to my dice. -1 for the built up, so add 5 to it. It's going to be a goner. Is 6. It's 3s. Putting these guys in. And let's continue to attack right here. Oh, now I made a mistake on the Roman. If I take this, this guy has no retreat, so the attack here would be double. But he's getting an A multiple attacker. Let's just attack down the hex. Sorry, I can't put 3 guys in here. So I have 21, half is going to be 11, and you have a 2 in the built-up. It's definitely 5 to 1, minus 1 for the built-up. And it's a 0, which we have a back. So, let's try to give this guy a little extra defense because these guys are coming down. And let's attack. So now I have 21 and you have 5. 4 to 1, minus 1 because of the built-up. Wow. Total miss. 2 ones in a row. Real good. Attack there is done. We're going to move to this one. Well, I don't have much going on here except let's attack this 2. I'm attacking from a breach, so half is a 12. So it's 6 to 1. And now we get a 5. 2 eliminations. I could keep going, but I will not. Oh, I can't have 2 guys on the wall there. So we can advance into the next breach. And I think I would love to attack the 10. But I'm still in a breach. It really sucks. So my attack is halved again. So again, it's 8. It's only 1 to 2 on that. Let's do it. 1 to 2. 2 missed. Okay, those attacks are done. And we'll move into this, the 12th Legion. Okay, attacking with these on that wall. 1 to 2. And it's not a minus 1 for the elevated hex because I'm on the wall adjacent to him. 6, that's what I needed. 1 to 2, we have a disruption. We either kill this guy or disrupt the second archer. I say right now I can get him off the line. I have plenty of archers to replace. Let's not lose any guys. I'm losing too many Judeans, so let's just disrupt one. And you don't have to retreat when you're in a fort. But since you got a 6, he's rolling again. Recalculate the odds, and it's still 1 to 2. And that's a miss. Okay. Last attack. I believe I got 2 towers here, 14 and 12, attacking this militia. 24, 26 on 2 on the wall. He's doubled to a 4. 7 is 6 to 1. And attacking the elevated hex, minus 1 is a 4. And we do have double eliminations. So he is gone. He is on. And that is it for the Roman 3rd turn. Now all this attacking, remember I attacked here in the 2nd turn pretty well. Just got into this turn, but I only own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 built-up hexes. You need 15, so this is where it gets tough. Judeans aren't ready to give up yet. I'm maybe ready to give up the wall, but not anything else. So I'm going to go to the Judean turn number 3 and do his rally. And I'll come back, because then it's the Roman fire phase. Okay. The Judean rally went pretty well. We rallied a few guys here, but this guy routed. We rallied pretty much everybody here. We got his route marker off there. So, looking good there. We didn't get him. This is the only worst roll I had. Both of the units in there panicked. So, let's move to the Roman fire phase in the Judean 3rd turn. So, for the Roman turn 3, Oh, we're not done yet, are we? So right here we have sort of a dilemma. I've been rolling pretty good with my missile fire. Took the breach out there, I only needed 2 points there, and I rolled a 2, and I thought I didn't get it, but I have 2 rams, got it. I only needed 1 point there, no problem. And then I haven't rolled this one yet, but all the missile fire been taking out units, especially the breach collapsing there, destroyed a Calderon and 2 archers. But here, I just rolled on the 42 table. Everything, -1 off the dice. I had a 6. And it was disruption and elimination. So, I have panicked units. The panicked units, so the Judeans have to go to the temple quarter, which is right here. So the question is, they're on the wall in the temple quarter. Does that count as the temple quarter? And if so, do they have to retreat? Because when the Judean turns come, after all regular movement's done, then you have to move panicked units. So I could theoretically take these guys down and allow the panicked units to move out. So I don't have to kill them. So I'm more worried about the artillery, especially if this wall gets destroyed. The artillery's going down anyways. So I have to eliminate a piece and disrupt a piece. I'm just going to disrupt the artillery, and then I'm going to eliminate... I don't like eliminating the guard people, because the guards will stay on the next assault if they're all alive. So, and these guys get to get picked from the dead pile. So I eliminated 1 panicked guy and disrupted the artillery. That was a huge Judean or Roman fire. So that's it for the Roman fire. Now the Judean fire phase. I'll fire, come back. We have a lot of good archers ready to go, so I expect to do some good damage. Well, I went ahead and did the Judean fire. Real effective over here. Killed 2 Roman legions and disrupted 2 Roman legions right there. Very nice. This one disrupted 1 right there. I didn't have a lot of firepower. I had to fire in the built-up hexes here. Failed. This one I disrupted this guy. I had 24 strength and a Calderon dropping on a pushing unit. Sorry, because I was using the Calderon. And we disrupted. Just didn't roll the best. You know, it was a lot of 3s and 2s. And then we went after this guy, disrupted him, and this stack went after him, disrupted him. So we disrupted a lot of Romans, destroyed 3 of them. And I think I may have killed, I know I disrupted him. Yeah. Anyways, I will move the Judeans and then melee. Well, forming up the line, you see that? I mean, the Romans are going to have a hard time fighting through there. But I got a lot of archers still. And for my reserves, I didn't tell you, I only rolled 3. So I brought in 3 men. I brought them on the Shimon faction over here. And I only got 1 regular and 2 militia. But it allowed me to form the line. I believe I can kill a Roman general this turn. I know I'm going to get some legions. I'm going to stop this one, no problem. This one's a little tougher, but I got a lot of archers ready to shoot. Here I'm taking a bold chance. I came out and cut off the retreat of these people in the armored units. I moved zealots up from here, and I'm going to try to attack that with a melee, the pushing units. And I'll show you the way that works later, but I cut off the retreat so I get doubled in attack. Now I'm not using any of these guys because they can't get down, it's not a gate and they can't get down to the ground. It'll just be the zealots and these 2, but they're doubled because he has no retreat. That's not true. He can't retreat to a Zoc. So yes, he won't have it there, and he can't retreat into a siege engine. Here's a little vulnerable, but again, I don't see the Romans making a big push in here. Where are they going to go? We'll see. I can't let them come up, put escalades here, and start getting in the temple, that's for sure. It costs 3 to get through the breach. For him to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he doesn't have enough to put up an escalade. So, I got 1 more turn before I'm worried about the temple. So let's attack. I moved in the militia, weakening, bringing everything over here, weakening it all up. But this gives me 10, 24, 25 to 6. It gives me 28 to his 13, which is 2 to 1. It's fresh heavy infantry, so you have to -1. And it's a 4. And we have 1 disruption. Now what I liked is the fresh heavy infantry, because he's going to get all this missile fire on me. I think I'm going to disrupt the leader and back him out. Let's see if he's allowed to back up. There's no Zoc in this hex. See, that's my mistake. If I put a guy there, let's see if he can go to the breach or if this zone of control prevents that. So we're allowed to retreat to here, and since I didn't put a Judean unit there, that was my bad. He was able to move there away, you know, there was no Zoc, and stack with a group of men. So I believe he got out of it. But the Judean missile fire will be devastating once again. I'm sorry, let's finish this attack. It's doubled. 2 to 1. I mean, it's a 3 to 1. And you don't get -1 for fresh heavy infantry, not when you're in a siege engine. I have a roll. It's always white dice. There you go, 6 at 3 to 1. We have a disruption and an elimination. So, now the way they do this is, for some reason, now the guy riding on top, which is him, does not get to add his factors in for defense. But the people on top of the tower are affected. So, the two things on the tower are the artillery and the legionnaire. We have an elimination and a disruption. And you must affect the top first. So I think I will destroy a catapult. And disrupt the legionnaire. And that's what that attack did. They did not destroy the tower right now. So turn 3 is done. Here's the dead again. The Romans are getting more and more precious units. 2 cavalry, 3 legionnaires, but still keep that Judean piling up. Roman turn. Let's rally. After I rally, I'll come back. I have a lot of guys to try to rally. Especially this group right here. I'd really like to get a lot of rallying with the leader right there. Rally phase. We lost, in the rally phase, I've lost 3 legionnaires because I had to add 3 to the dice being in Zoc, missile fire, and adjacent. 3 legionnaires lost just in the rally phase. Wow. So, but I did get some back over that I wanted. Like this guy riding the top, he's good. This guy missed, but that guy's good. And I got all of this group. They were -1. I got this whole group here. The only one I missed was this guy. Got my leader back rallied. This leader rallied. So it is the Judean fire phase. I'll come back after. Well, the Judean fire phase kind of petered out as I went along here. But we really just look at how the Romans are pushed back here again. They missed this shot right here in the open. They rolled several ones. But you can see the disruptions going on here. Here, disrupted. And they eliminated the 3 legionnaires all in this area. And they went back after this with all this again on the 24, and all they got was a disruption. They went after this guy again, missed. Went after this again, missed. So, but that's the Roman dead from the rally and the Judean fire phase. And we have 1, 2, 3. There's 4 legionnaires there. That's tough. Okay. We will go to the Roman missile fire in the 4th turn. Well, we kind of matched the Romans with our fire, but 4 of them were militia. I only got 1 regular out of all that. Missed in here, ones. Man, the rolling. I guess I do get a lot of 6s, but the 1s are killing me. This guy, only disrupted him there. I killed 1 here and disrupted 1. The reason I took off the regular here because the regular was already disrupted. I had a disruption elimination. So either they both die or I save one and make them fight for it, which is what happened to that. But this one, I hammered it again. Now the artillery has a route along with the panic, and the other guy's disrupted. So hammering away there. And it will be the Roman turn 4 movement phase. What I'm going to do is, remember, I got guys here. I protect the back lines. I can get the disruptions out, have this guy keep rallying them, and feed in the fresh guys. I got 4 fresh heavy infantry, and all these guys need to break this line here, especially these two. I can get a route, just break it. Get guys here. I got towers up on the wall. I can get down there. And I need to break this. These two guys were killing me here. I'm going to get missile fire all I can up here. I might as well run over here, put up an escalade, and 2 guys there. He left it vacant. I had to pull off it. So anyways, missile fire up, Romans up, and I'm not really making a lot of headway in the Antonio Fortress, which is what I wanted to take for the temple. I got to get in there. This attack's kind of faltered out, but I'm going to get up there now, and I'm going to try to start busting around this side. Once I surround this, he has to protect it from all sides. So hopefully I can take this one down. I didn't lose a guy this time with the missile fire, but I want to get that fort done and out of there. End of the Roman movement phase. Brought up all the missile fire I could, all the infantry I could. Because I hold my line and there's no zone of control, I'm able to pull out these 4 units. Actually, there's 2 here. 2, yeah, it's 4 legionnaires and then 1 foederati to rally them with the leader and then replace the line. You see, I pulled all missile fire I could up on the line. Came in down through here. And then I want this, obviously. Put men around this. I want to hit that breach. This is an open breach. Now I'm stuck with the rams. They can't move into an enemy Zoc, so I couldn't move them out. Because of this hex and this hex. I couldn't move him back, and I couldn't move him out of the way. So the rams were stuck. So they're not going to do anything this turn, and the pushing infantry are staying there. But I put all my stuff here. I got to clear these guys out, try to clear these 2 hexes out. This guy's a killer hex here, but I just threw Romans in behind him. Missile fire, I want to keep hitting that, and I'm going to keep hitting that with the ram. Moved up all the artillery I could. And again, I just want this corner tore down. And if I can, this wall. That'll give me almost a pretty good breach. They're already in the temple. So we do have Romans in the temple quarter. I might just move. Thinking about moving the tower. Yeah, why don't I shift the tower 1 like this? And shift this tower over here. Let's get the retreat blocked off from the gate. He has a zone of control only right there. This one has zone of control, so I got to stop. But then my next move, I can enter that hex. And I turn the guy this way. I'm thinking about going that way, even with these legionnaires. Now, he has deadly missile fire there. That's what I don't like. But the Testudo. But I want to work on this. I need to get the Antonio Fortress gone, so I'm trying to put pressure here. I can put ladders up here. We'll see. All right. We're going to go into the Roman melee phase for his turn number 4. Now to start my attack, there's no clear, easy one to really start my multiple attacks rolling. So I need good rolls. What I need here is tacking out of a breach. It's 11, 12, 14. It's a 7 on a 1. It's 7 to 1 odds. And we have 2 E's and a D, so it is dead. And then I can advance extra if I have to. But it looks like, oh, that's zone of control, so I can't advance. But anyways, let's put an A multiple attack on that. Now, without using the A multiple attack yet, I want to take this one, which is a full cohort at. You know, the multiple attack things is confusing a little bit to me, and I keep rereading it. And I think it works like this. The other ones I did, and the first assault I don't think I did it right. Second assault I think I did too much. I mean, when I did this attack here. Now this is the way I think it is. Because of rule, it states right there, it's 11.9. It's talking about the multiple attacks. It says making an A multiple attack removes any A multiple attack markers present on units participating in that attack. But units which advance after combat are now eligible for a B. Okay, so we know advancing, but it's this line. Whenever any attack not involving at least one unit with a multiple attack marker is resolved, all multiple attack markers must be removed. Likewise, whenever a B, all A are removed. So, seems to show that if I go to attack these guys, the A multiple attacker would come off. So, I'm going to continue with the A multiple attack. So, this is the way I was doing it in the first phase, I think. And I changed it because I read it differently. So, I'm going back to this phase. So, the A multiple attack will now attack 11, 12, 13, 14 in conjunction with this, which is a complete cohort with 18. So with these two, it's 32. On the 10, it's 3 to 1. He has -1, I have a +1. So it's whatever I get. And it's a 5 at 3 to 1. We have a back and elimination. So one dies, the other one has to move back. I think we're going to move it to there. Now I can advance into that hex as a B multiple attacker, which I'm going to bring in 2 Legionnaires. He'll stay behind. Now it moves to a B multiple attack on that guy. Now I want to hit this one. 10. And again, I have 11. So I will take all of these and try the 1-to-1. He's -1 on +1. Yeah, wow, another 5. And we do have 1 disruption. We will put it on the archer. That's the best I can ask for, is just in this one turn, I managed to jack up a couple archers. That's what I'm asking for. You have to eliminate the archer threat. And since we didn't advance, that's the end of that multiple attack. But now these guys have all attacked, and they're done. I'm going to take these 2 on that hex. So it's 9 to 1 on that hex. Wow, 3 5s in a row. Then I think I want to attack. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to attack this and go this way. Okay, so let's do that. It's an A multiple attack. Now I got this again. So we have these 2, 1-to-1 on him. 5 to 1. And I have a 1. He has a -1. So it's whatever I get at 5 to 1. Oh, and I missed. Here we go. 2 at 5 to 1. We have an elimination. That's all I needed. I will advance this one into this hex. Turn it into a B multiple attack. Take the same attack, which is 28, and we're hitting this one. But now I can throw this one in. I'm missing 4 to 1 on this by 1 point. But anyways, 3 to 1. 3. And again, I have cohort integrity. We have a disruption. So I'll just kill the guy that's already disrupted. And we're good. That stops this attack. And I think that's it for the multiple attacks. Now they've all attacked across here. And let's go to this one for that. So remember, flank attack, 2 to 1. And now we hit the 1. Missed. Well, that one's going to take me the entire time. Now I want to roll up this side. And I want these 2 archers gone. So on this one, I'm going to take this, and only the 6, the guy on top, is going to attack. And I have cohort integrity right there, which is going to give me 3 to 1. I mean 4 to 1, because it's a 10, and that'll give me 42. So 4 to 1, built up, and cohort integrity cancel each other. 4. We have a back and elimination. No zone of control. He's free to move back. And we will occupy it. I hate to break up the cohorts. That's why but I do need some strong guys. Let me see what I want to move in. So what I found out was it wouldn't matter if I split up this with 2 guys. It's 7. It's 3 to 1 on this hex. And I'm only using, I'm using both of these now. Alright. 3 to 1. 4. We have an elimination. Of course, we'll take the militia off. And that stops the multiple attack. I saved at the bottom. We're going to wait on this. Let's go to this side. I want to start the rolling right here, because he only has a 2. And I have 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm just going to take these 2 stacks. It's 9 to 1 on that. He's -1, but I'm over 7 to 1 by 2. So I actually get a +1 to this dice. That's 7 to 1. And it will be a 3. We have 2 eliminations. So they're both dead. And we will advance into that hex with, do I want missile infantry? The missile fire really cuts down here at the once you get into built-ups, unless I'm adjacent. Attacking 4 in a built-up, like if I were to move into missile guys, I mean, it's right now, what's the odds of hitting? Oh, he has 2 zealots there with a leader. That one's going to be tough. Alright, let's move in. Yep, no good. He'll kill those very easy. I'll get a shot off, but it's better to have Roman heavy infantry in the hex. And the -1. Makes it tough. Okay. So we do have an A multiple attack. Not sure what I want to attack. So the A multiple attack has to continue. You can't attack someone else or that comes off. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. And since I'm using 2 different legions, I have to -1, and he's in a built-up, I have to -1. So I'm going to -2 off the dice. However, it is 6 to 1. That's why I'm doing it. Anything but a 1. Alright, so it is comes out to be a 1, which is okay with me. So it's an elimination. And we'll take the militia off. So that's the best attack I can get there. Now I want to take all 3 of these on that hex. And it is a 3 to 1 odds. The commanders cancel each other out. But he's in a built-up, so -1. 5 becomes a 4. And we have an elimination. Alright, 1 archer's down. Alright, I think I've done serious damage to the archer total. And nothing advanced here. Remember I saved that 1-7. I'm going to hit this guy. And it's 1-1. -1 off the dice. This is a 2. Missed. And that is all the attack for the 15th Legion. Let's continue over here. Remember I hit this, didn't get anywhere. And so they attacked. Let's continue on this one. I want this hex. And I think I shifted the tower with 1 man. So I have a 12. And let me see if the rule states only heavy infantry. And the leader is not a heavy infantry. So probably wouldn't even need him. It's 12 to a 2. It's 6-1 without him. But since the rule doesn't say, I'm throwing him in. So I have 9 more there. So it is 21 to 2. And it's 10-1. So he don't get a -1 for elevated hex because I'm on the wall. And I'm over by 3. So add 3 to the dice. Multiple kills. That's what I want. So 6 and 3. Maximum. There's 4 E's. And there's only 1 guy there. Well, he's got the gate blocked. That's why I put those guys there to block that gate. Anyways, let's take him on there. And him on there. That's an A multiple attack. And we will continue the attack down out the gate. So you have 4 and I have 7 out the gate. Now I'm not halved because I'm opening the gate. 13 on 4. 3-1. 2. We have a disruption. Disruption guy has to back up. I want the built up. No, I want to stay here. I can't let him just run by there. Can't let him get on the fort. So that one is done. Let's attack this. 18. And cohort integrity 18. I have 36 on 8. 4-1. Add 1 to the dice. Is a 2. We have a disruption. So we'll take off the disruption guy. Oh, my bad. Yeah. No. I need these guys on the breach. They're attacking. Let me recalculate that. I'll keep the 1. Let's see if it helps. I had 48. Because it was 8 times... Because it was 8 times 4, right? Was 32. And I got to add 1. That's why it's disruption. So 48 and 5. Yes, my bad. I keep the 1, but throwing those in moved it up to a 6-1. And you have to add 1 of the dice. It becomes a back and elimination. So not only did I eliminate that guy, but he has to back up now. And he can't back up to his zone of control. And that's fully stacked. So he is eliminated. Now I can occupy. Now because the wreck's there, I can only put 2 in. So let's go with this guy. And we have an A multiple attack. So the only one I can attack is that from the breach, halved. So it's 1-2 on the zealot. 5 at 1-2. And we have a back. You don't get any modifiers, neither do I. You can either back up the whole force, but that allows me to move in, so you never want to do that. And I'm free to back up right there. Actually, I can even back up 2. I will go all the way to the citadel there. So that takes care of that. Let's attack this. I'm attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hitting the militia. 3-1. disruption. He has to retreat. Nowhere to retreat. Zone of control. Dead. Let's put in, and that's it. You got a 5. I got 7. And 4 is 11. 2 to 1. And a 1. Missed. Let's move over to this one. So on here with the surrounding troops, remember that's a ram, so I'm hitting from here, here, and here. It's 1 to 1 on that fort. Missed. Let's go inside where I have Legionnaires. 13. Now, you defend in the temple quarter. He gets to subtract 1 off his dice. So it's 13 to 1. Obviously, I'm a +6. You subtract 1. It's a +5 on the maximum table. 4 and 5 is 9. Many E's. I can continue the advance here and here. Stay away from his long-range missile fire. And then I can put up escalades, get on that wall, start causing problems just with those guys. Alright, what do we got here? Towers? Yeah, 14 and 12. Sorry, towers pointing the wrong way. 14 and 12. You have 1. You have 15. Is 45. The odds to that. There's 1 to 4. Can't even get anything there. Not even worth trying right now. That's it. Roman turn number 4 is done. We move to the Judean turn 4 rally phase. So the Judean rally phase is done. Missile phase. Rallying, I did rally back quite a few troops. However, the routed ones and the panicked ones there died. This one became routed. And then the missile fire for the Romans was pretty effective. Disrupted a couple archers. Disrupted the militia. Killed the men there. And disrupted a guy here. Didn't really kill a lot, but disrupted quite a bit. I just want to keep disrupting those archers. Then in the Judean, well, hold on. Well, then in Judean fire phase, quite effective. Killed 2 legionnaires right here. Disrupted 1, killed 1. And all these were ineffective because he can only get 2 on me the way they were stacked in there. And I'm going to change that in the movement. And then over here, disrupted this guy. They killed 2 men there and disrupted a guy there. So here, since there's no zone of control in the build-ups, I rearranged the archers so I can get 9 in a built-up hex, which will be more effective. And so I had to rearrange. Now here there was a hole, and the Romans can just run around and stack units and really roll that up. I have to block it, and hopefully he fails attack. I'm telling you, the Judean cause is really looking weak on this 4th turn. I backed up here. I had to back up. I'm trying to rally the routed units. Everybody I'm moving along the wall, I have to get them in the temple because the Romans are threatening the temple now. And now, since this went down, it's really in trouble, and the Romans are going to be pouring in. I think I still need to hold this fort. This fort and this fort are securing this side, but it's this side that's given the problem right here. And so I'm running everybody I can to get in the temple from this side. It does me no good to come down here unless I run by the gate, but there's Romans there. So I couldn't do it. I could this turn, but I have nobody over here. Everybody's back here in the Antonia Fortress, so I'm running down the wall this way, come down the gate, into the gate here, and then inside the temple. I'll verify. I'm pretty sure this is a gate. If it's not, then I need to run down that way. Yeah, you can tell it's a gate. It has its markings a little bit there and there where the infantry can come in and out. So I got to get in the temple. Problem. Anyways, let's go to the Judean melee. Turn number 4 is done. And over here, no, this one failed, but then I rolled 3 6s in a row. They forced this unit back, but I can't move Titus and him out, so I disrupted a guy. He had to go over overstacked unit. Therefore, he's routed, moving into an overstacked unit while he's retreating. So he became routed. This one, same here. They attacked, got another 6, backed him. Remember, the Romans are -2 on these melees. Fresh heavy infantry and in a built-up hex. So -2 off the dice. He was rolling 6s, which put it down to a 4. But I had 3 6s in a row. And over here, the attacks petered out. They all failed. This one especially failed. This one forced a back on the guy on the tower. That was it. This one failed. Turn 4 is done. Now look at the losses. The losses are starting to add up. The Romans' last turn losses were getting there, and now, not even, still more Judeans, but they're really doing a job. We are going into the Roman 5th turn rally phase, and I expect to rally about 3, 4, 5, about 6 Roman infantry here with the leader. And then the Judeans get another blistering, because they did good on their built-up hexes also. I rolled a couple 6s here, which helped disrupt it, and then the melee killed them, because I was able to maneuver the archers better, where I can get 9 strength on a built-up hex. The rallying went very well. Like I said, I got everybody here. Remember, this guy was routed. And we got that off. Rallied him. The rallying went very well. Everybody over, all that artillery I got turned back over. I missed this guy, missed this guy, missed this guy. And this guy ended up panicking. But other than that, I got all fresh heavy infantry. We will move to a Judean fire phase in the Roman 5th turn. Pretty devastating Judean fire phase. Killed 4 heavy Roman legionnaires, disrupted 1, and disrupted 2. Disrupted 2 heavy Roman legionnaires and destroyed 4 of them. Ouch. This guy finally rolled a bad, and a couple of these I missed by one roll. Anyways, we will go to the Roman fire phase in the Roman 5th turn. Well, this is how ineffective the Roman fire phase is right now, because he's in the built-up hexes and I'm pushing him back. And he retreated on all fronts, so he got out of the missile fire range. So he actually did better than me, but it is my movement melee coming up. Okay, Roman movement's done. I'm kind of shifting some guys more to that fort. I'd like to get it. I got plenty of power. This line's really weakened, falling apart. I got plenty of power to punch into that. This one will still be tough, but plenty of power to punch through this. I'm all over the Antonia Fortress. I missed that by one movement point. Same with here. Couldn't get anybody to get in this gate, but a Testudo is blocking it now. And we have this hex surrounded, so everything's doubled on it. So I want to do the same thing to this. We got to take down I still got to get 3 forts in this Antonia Fortress to have it conquered. That's what I'm moving toward. And this thing's killing me here, so I'll come back after the attack. I wasn't filming, but I figured this may be the pivotal part of the game, turn 5. So finally got a disruption here at 2-1. And then I just rolled a 6. These 3 hit this at 4-1. And it's 2 E's. So both of those are gone. And now we're going to do some advancing. I will take these two into there. If I do 2 E's, oh, he's got nothing. If I do 2 E's, I want this guy gone. Oh, I eliminated both these, so I can't do that. You broke up the cohort, advance 2 there. I have an A multiple attack. Let's attack 7 at 13. 6 is 19. That's 7. It is 2 to 1. One thing I wanted to point out is the leaders. The leaders were back here. I pulled them back for rally duties. Oh, and I do have the leader there. Did count him. I do have them, you know, they were rallying troops, rallying troops. Sometimes you have to take them off the front line. You have to rally the troops. Since I don't have a lot of troops to rally, I put the leaders back in the fight. So that really helps keep the leaders for rallying. So it's 19, it's 25 now on your 7. So I did reach a 3 to 1. And -1, no more cohort integrity. 4. We have an elimination. So we take off the archer. We did not back up the headquarters though. That's the end of that attack. Let's move to this one. Well, actually, it's the zealot I want next. So it's 10. Cohort integrity there. 18 is 28. 38, 40 on 7. 6 to 1. Right, no. 5 to 1. -1. 2. Elimination. And we're going to move him into it. Well, how many is that? An A multiple attacker, and I need this hex gone now. 8, 13, 12, 25, 28, 31, and 6. 31 and 6 is 37 on 8. Times 4 is 32. Let's do it. 4 to 1. And you have to -1, right? 2. We have a disruption. So, if I kill the guy, I own this with a good archer. So, let's do it. Either that or I... end up saving a guy. Where, right, if I kill him and leave him there, my missile fire comes. I do have some missile fire from here and here. I can jack them up. So 3 on a 2. So add 4, but -1. Add 3 to the dice is 6. We have 3 E's. Since I only have 1, I can advance up to 2 more. I'm going to split this up like that. Advance 1 guy. And he gets the C multiple attack. We're going to hit this one the same with everybody around it. Again, we're on the 7 to 1 table. Another elimination. Just depends how much. The odds were 14, 24... 34, 36. We're talking about 15 to 1. Alright? Well, actually, it's so far up. Well, I'm on the maximum table. It's 4 E's, so I get 3 E's. Alright, 3 E's on. Advance this guy. Let's advance that like that. And we're done there. Okay. So we, like I said, I knew I would clean this out. They were getting weak. And now I'm getting behind the Judeans here. So I just wanted to show you what I'm doing here. These attacks, you know, I killed a couple guys, disrupted a couple zealots, just backed them up, and that was it. The lines almost stayed the same. You know, I already rolled this side up, but along here, pretty much stayed the same. I got in one hex right here. But this one, there was a militia that was disrupted already. I was on the maximum table. And I just advanced in the hex. I was deciding, since I had multiple E's, to keep advancing, but I stopped here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy. He's an A multiple attacker because he destroyed that zealot. I mean that militia. And so what you end up with is a full cohort at 18 and 7 is 25. Combine it with this is 35, 39 on 5. So it is 6 to 1 on that zealot. And it's a 6. We have 2 E's. So it's eliminated. And now I think I just want to advance these guys and the leader and turn it to a B multiple attack. And now I'm going to keep rolling up this. I want this dead. I have this and all of this. So I just wanted to show you. I stopped on the tack here, but because I'm coming around the back, the tack is still rolling. So look, I got a back elimination there. And so now I'm rolling on all this. It's 8 to 1 on that hex. I have Titus, so it nullifies the built up hex. 4 plus 1, 2 because of being over the maximum. So it's 5. So we actually killed these guys. And we are just... we're rolling along here now. Alright, look at the Judeans left here. I'm going to say, see, once it reaches this point, it's pretty much a slaughter. Now it comes down to more of tricks, like I'm going to act like I'm going for that city, so he better protect it, but I really want the Antonia Fortress, but I really want the temple. So at this point, I want to just show you that the assault I did in the new city, I think, is doable, and the assault in the Tyropian city, I think, is doable. And I think on turn 5, once the Judeans go on their turn 5, they're going to cede the territory and say, hey, and the Roman can pick to keep fighting, which I normally would because I want the Antonia Fortress. So again, like I did in New City, we're going to say second assault phase is done. The Antonia Fortress would be conquered, and then we can start for the third assault. Because the little details is hard to do when you're playing by yourself. There's not a lot of, you can't trick and deceive the opponent, which a lot of the battles I fight is deceiving the opponent. So we're going to stop right there. I'll leave the walls because we did breach this one, right? Yeah. Oh no. The ram, like here, I would get that, and I would get this breached. Now, it took me the entire 6 turns to breach that one fort. I didn't get any of the rest that I wanted, like this one I really wanted, but anyways, that's where we're at. We're going to say the second assault is concluded.